Yo, what's going on? This is my new channel named It's Okay to Hate Dogs, because it is okay. People are always trying to shame, dog nutters are always trying to shame people who hate dogs, telling them that they're evil, that their kids should be stripped from them. It's insane. They always try and publicly humiliate them on YouTube comment sections, etc. But anyway, it is okay to hate dogs. And I made this channel because I want people who hate dogs to be free about their opinion in the comment section. I'm just gonna say, if you're a dog worshiper and you leave hate comments, I will ban you from commenting on my channel and report you to YouTube. So don't do it. Just, if you don't agree with the message I'm trying to spread, don't constantly watch the videos and just dislike them. I'm also going to be disabling likes because it's just stupid. Because people are so crazy about their opinion that they'll just go and dislike every video on 5 accounts. Anyway, for this video, going through the top 5 reasons why I hate dogs. And you honestly should too. Before I start, I want to give a shout out to 2 channels that I'll put a link in the comment section. Canine Aversion and I Hate Dogs. Each of them are what inspired me to make my channel. Yeah, I've kind of been quiet about my hate for dogs because I always thought, I was alone hating dogs. But, I Hate Dogs is 2,700 subscribers, and Canine Aversion is 500 or something like that. And so I know now that there are other people like me. And so I encourage you to make channels like this and tell your friends who hate dogs that they should too, because we need to spread the message. So anyway, at number 5, dogs are just loud. Noise pollution. It's a very, very real thing, and I think, in my opinion, dogs are the main cause of noise pollution. I had to wait 20 minutes just to start this video because there was a dog barking outside. It's so ironic. And that specific dog is out there, I'd say 18 of the 24 hours of the day, just barking. Never stops. It shocks me that its voice box can even keep going like that. It's literally out there for 18 hours, and it never stops. And I know not all dogs bark, but most of them do. I'd say the majority of them do. 95% bark, just randomly at nothing. Or at least when you walk past, they lunge at you, bark at you, try and get out of their cage. Which leads me to number 4. Dogs are vicious and unpredictable. I had my sister. We were down in Arizona visiting my uncle. And she reached down to pet their dog that they said they've had for 8 years and never attacked anyone. It lunged up and bit her for no reason. All she did was reach down to pet it. It had no reason to justify biting her. It just did it. Because dogs are dumb. They have predatory instinct, which is untrainable. Because dog worshippers are always saying that you have to train your dog right. That's just, no matter how you train them, they'll still be unpredictable. Because they have predatory instinct. You can't train instinct out of a dog. Oh. There's 4.7 million attacks in the U.S. each year, which is not an insignificant number. That is a lot. And I did research this before I made this video, so I'm not using bullcrap evidence. 15,000 to 20,000 people are killed by dogs each year, which again is not really that much of an insignificant number. And to put this into perspective, people are terrified of sharks. I think we can all agree on that. But sharks only kill about 10 people a year. But people love the animal that kills 20,000. That is insane. If aliens were to come to our planet, which one day they might, they will think we are insane, picking up after an animal less intelligent than us and lower than us. in my opinion, lower. Some dog worshippers are crazy and say dogs are better than us, which is just outright insane. Like, anyway, I'm getting off subject here, but dogs, you can never trust any dog, and I think that is a fact. And you can have your opinion saying that it's how you raise your dog, but and the reality is, it's just the dog itself. It's just the animal. All dogs are unpredictable and dangerous, to some degree. Anyway, number 3. Dogs are smelly. They're really smelly. You could walk into a stranger's home and tell you've never met this person in your life. You could tell if they have a dog or not, based on the smell, based on the wet dog stench. You could just tell. All dog worshippers, when I bring up the subject that they smell, get really defensive and say their dog doesn't smell. But the reality is, they're just used to it. If they were to spend a week outside of their home and come back, they would notice the smell. Or not even a week, like a month. They would notice the smell. Because they're just used to it. They're used to wet dog stench. So they always try and argue that their dog is clean and unsmelly, which is a complete lie. They're just used to it. All dogs are smelly, unless you bathe them regularly, like once a day. Nobody does that. So that's why I don't go to my friends' houses who have dogs. Most of my friends own dogs. And I always try and hang out at my house because their house smells like garbage or wet dog. And it's just horrible. The stench is horrid. It's just horrible. You cannot mask out that scent. Once a dog enters your home, that's it. The good smelling, just regular house is gone. And now it just smells like a dog, unless you get rid of it. Number 2, dogs are ugly, and in my opinion, this is a fact. It is shocking to me that people would be wanting to own an animal so ugly. They are not, in my opinion, attractive at all. To you, they might be, but you have just been brainwashed from the time you were a little kid. And I think that is a fact, too. Every person who owns a dog is going to teach their kids only the positive sides of dogs. They're not going to tell them that dogs kill 20,000 people a year. So all you hear is positive, and so you just automatically assume at your young age that dogs are positive, which isn't true at all. Anyway, number 1, dogs contaminate our water source. This is a fact. Just last week, I went on a scout trip, and we went up to these hot springs, and these people had their mutt with them, and they put it in the hot spring, contaminating the entire water source. It's just nasty, and I wanted to go sit in it, because it's warm, and they put their mutt in it, and it's just disgusted me, because who knows what bacteria that dog has. It's just contaminated the entire hot spring, because dogs are not clean, and that's why some nature reserves ban dogs, because if they go in the water, they contaminate the drinking source, which is also true. It doesn't matter if you clean them or not, they contaminate it anyway. So if you're a dog worshiper, just don't bring your dog to lakes and streams anymore, because you're just going to contaminate your own drinking water. That's a huge problem. All dogs should be banned from natural reservoirs that have water. That should be a thing, in my opinion, because nobody wants to drink the anal juice from a dog, unless you were a psycho lunatic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Don't leave hate comments, like I said. I will remove you and ban you. Or ban you and report you to YouTube. And share my channel. If you have friends that hate dogs, please tell them about me. That would be much appreciated. If you hate dogs too, subscribe and like. And I'll see you next time.